Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made after the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the shotgun, the inside give. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question that the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here come the Irish back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he doinks it off the left upright, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Golden. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 7.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 21.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Extending the play. Fires on the move. Picked off at the 45 on its way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Touchdown, Texas.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it as second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights off a defender. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He'll let one go down the right side. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking for space. It's Love. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
To the air. It's Leonard. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Texas.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the court.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, and you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, and get you a touchdown.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Slams ahead. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead, and what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Using his legs, it's Blue. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
And that's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.